Oh. It's because we were trying to get Kris to... Oh, damn, I even said some stuff, like, for his benefit. Sorry, my Roll20 is just refreshing. How about no?
Yeah, that's me talking backwards.
Wow.
Okay, copy, and let's get Rex and Trim. Paste. That should work for everybody now. Myrtle, what was your roll?
I got a 22.
A 22. I will add you in. So I've got Grimdor, Eladir, Nug, Myrtle. Zilch is just going to stay on the cart and watch the prisoner while this is all happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sven, what was your initiative?
10.
10? Okay.
Yep.
That. And sort that. And we are good. So now that this door is kicked open, and this is what you guys see, Myrtle, what do you want to do?
I mean, there's not really, like, I can't drag anybody out. I could, or is there any water points around with, like, maybe buckets?
Make a perception check.
Okay. I got an 8.
Nah, nothing you can see.
I'm getting distracted by, like, the really pretty, like, glowy things that are coming off the fire, the, like, floating, still burning ashes.
Perfect. So nothing then for you?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna, like, see if I can help once they get everybody outside.
Okay. Eladir, would you like to do something?
Okay. How big is this building?
It's a 2-story building, and it's probably just a little bit wider than it is tall.
Okay. So I was thinking about casting Create or Destroy Water, because it says that you can make the water fall as a rain in a 30-foot cube.
Okay.
How big is the building in relation to a 30-foot cube, do you think?
30-foot cube, it's probably around that size, maybe like 40 feet. It's probably just a little bit bigger than that.
Okay. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like shout to everyone like I can make it rain for a bit if you wanna go try and put out the fires a bit more. And I just cast Create or Destroy Water and just it starts raining.
Okay. So for this house, if you're looking straight at it, the left-hand side, so the house is right, if it was looking at you, is not on fire, and the right-hand side is on fire. And you can fit about 3/4 of the house on within your little mini downpour there.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just focus it more on the side that is on fire.
I will also point out that when the woman was pointing to where her parents were, if they were upstairs, it was the other side that wasn't on fire. If that changes anything.
I mean, I guess if there's like one side on fire and they're on the other side, I'd maybe try and keep it in the middle of the building to stop the fire from like spreading.
Okay, perfect. So leaving like 5 feet on either side.
Yeah, like try to keep it centered so it sort of stops the spread.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool.
That is great. Anything else?
No, I think I'm just standing back because I'm not going to be very good at picking up people or anything.
Okay. Nug. Nug, you're up, and Sven, you'll be next.
I'm gonna cast Bless.
Okay, on... I was just going to ask who, so...
Oh, alright. It's on Sven, me, and Grim Door.
Okay, perfect. Makes sense. Good move. Anything else from you? You're right outside the building,
True.
right? You're right at the entrance. The three of you are kind of huddled around the entrance right now. Do you want to move inside the building at all, or?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I will. I'll just move into the building and to the furthest door, I guess.
The one at the far end of the
Yeah.
hall. Okay. Okay, perfect. You can
And I'll
make
just
it
stand
down
in front
there.
of the door. Yeah.
All right, great. You could, if you wanted to try to open the door, you could.
Okay, I'll just try to open it. Yeah, not
Okay.
violently, just like a normal person.
Okay. Yep. So it opens, and you go ahead and make a perception check.
Can I yell huzzah when it opens?
Sure, you can. That's free action.
Neat. Let's see.
Yeah, so you open it, and it's hard to tell. There's some smoke in there, so it's a little thick. It seems to be a kitchen, but the smoke is kind of thick.
All right.
Okay.
That is all I have.
Sven.
Oh wait, hold on one sec.
Oh, Oh, I guess you could add a D4 to that, but
Oh yeah.
I guess
That is
yeah.
8.
Even with a 4, even with an 8, it's smoky
Yeah.
and it appears to be a kitchen.
All right.
All right, Sven with Grimdoor next.
I would like to keep on walking up the stairs and seeing if I can find the pants. Trying to control the flames along the way.
Okay, so you can see that. So the stairs had been on fire, so you're able to extinguish those. As you go up the stairs, I'm going to get you to make a dexterity saving throw. A 3. So
That seems good.
as you start to run up the stairs, you realize too late that the fire had weakened the wood quite a bit, and you kind of your leg falls through, and you're kind of like midway through the wood, the stairs. You kind of fallen halfway through.
Oh, damn it.
Tango down.
At this
I think
point,
so.
you've used about half your movement to get there. If you wanted to use the other half of your movement to kind of try to climb out, you could probably do that. I just need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Yep.
Oh, I just
10.
realized it's probably a good idea I didn't go into the flaming building
What?
Asthma?
because I have a lot of explosives on me.
Oh yeah, you really do.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
just especially the blasting powder. I can't imagine that's not going to explode. No doubt.
Okay, so with a 10, I would say you're able to kind of climb out, but I would still say you are prone on the stairs at this point. But you're able to climb out from what you've fallen through. Any bonus actions? Yeah, he's like been able to like climb out of there, but that's yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I will yell out. If you can hear my voice, try and make your way over to me. Make your
Okay,
way to the stairs.
Make a perception check to see if you hear anything back. And I would say that Nug and Grimdoor can make a perception check as well.
I can just roll on
D4. Also,
Yep, add a
all
D4
three
to
of them.
that.
That's wow.
You guys are blessed. Bless is awesome.
Oh yeah. Son of a bitch. I'm not even gonna roll 4. Fuck it. Not
Yeah,
even worth.
you don't hear anything but crackling flames. One thing I would tell you, Sven, that you are able to see is that there's a lot more smoke upstairs than there is down.
Okay.
Grimdor, it's your turn, and Myrtle, you'll be after.
Okay.
On the left. Okay. So go ahead and roll an attack. A 16. Yep.
And you can add a D4.
16 was enough to hit a door. Let's see how much.
Nice.
11 damage. Yeah. So you take out your axe and none of this kicking bullshit. And you chop and cleave this door in twain, as it were, and make a perception check. Unless you want to go right into the room first. So when you, you can see. Did I say there was flames in there? Yeah, there are flames in there too. Yeah. They're kind of towards the back wall. Through the smoke, it appears to be some kind of like a living room, sitting room kind of area. And with that, you can also see, so there's a window, like if you're looking at it, there's a window to your left. That was the one at the front of the building, the front of the house, exactly. And you can see that that the window seems to be kind of smashed, and there is smoke pouring out. Okay, make a perception check. No, you just hear the flames. The flames seem to all be towards the back of the room, so the opposite wall of the window. Okay. So you go in. I'm going to get you to make another perception check at disadvantage. Because it's pretty smoky in here. 15. Yeah, there's... I mean, you don't see any...
And a D4.
People. Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Oh, a 4. Nice.
A 4. 19. Yeah, so with a 19, you kind of are looking around, and near where the flames are at the back, you can see that there's just kind of a torch laying on the ground. Yeah, that's a pretty safe assumption. It looks like the wallpaper and maybe some furniture and the rug and stuff all towards the back of the room are on fire. It looks like the torch kind of hit that back wall and fell, and everything around it kind of spread from there. It's probably a little too far to put it out at this point with your cape, yeah. No other doors that you can see. Okay. Okay. That is your turn. So Sven and Nug, you would have been able to hear that. The people outside, probably not, because they're pretty far back from the door. Yeah. Myrtle.
I just realized that, like, I was thinking about going in because everybody else was going in, and it seemed like a good idea. But I have just realized that I have a shit ton of explosive on me, so I'm just gonna like lean up against the cart and like wait until there's an opportunity for me to help out, maybe like giving people potions or whatever. And I'm just gonna like turn to the prisoner and be like, "Hey, what's up? Just hanging out."
And she doesn't say anything back. And
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Can't
imagine I'd be very happy.
Zilch is just kind of watching you talk, and keeping an eye on the prisoner and holding the reins.
Real good job.
Yep. Anything else, Myrtle?
No. I'm a walking bomb right now, so just gonna hang out while everybody else has fun.
All right, Eladir. Nug, you'll be next.
All right.
Alright, so are there any, like, windows, like, higher up at the front of this building that aren't, like, pouring out fire?
So the one on the left isn't pouring out fire, but make a perception check.
Okay.
$23. Okay. So you can see that all four front windows are kind of smashed, but there's smoke pouring out of the holes in the windows for the other three windows, but the one in the top left, there is some smoke coming out of it, but not as much.
Okay. The one that hasn't got as much smoke pouring out, how high is it? Like, how high up is it, do you think?
I mean, it's the second floor, so probably 10 or 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Do I see like any handholds I can maybe climb up to it?
I mean, there's the brickwork of the building. It's there's like the shutters that are on the bottom. It wouldn't be an easy climb, but
right.
if you're nimble, you could probably find some. It's a brick building.
Yeah.
Sorry, not brick. It's a stone building with masonry in between. So there's if you were a good rock climber, yeah, you could probably climb it.
I mean,
Or if you had a grappling hook.
Or if you had a grappling hook.
Sadly, I do not have a grappling hook. But I'll give it a go anyway. Why not?
Okay.
The worst that could happen.
We'll have to go shopping.
So go ahead and make, I'm going to say an athletics check for this.
Okie dokie. That's 15.
15. Okay. It takes your entire movement, but you're able to get up enough so that you can kind of like peek in the window.
Mm-hmm.
Make another perception check for what you can see here.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. So there are drapes in the way that are kind of mostly blocking things. Best you can tell, it looks like a bedroom, but that's all you can make out.
Okay. Alright, cool. I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Nug, you are up.
I would like to hold my breath and walk into the room.
Okay. Make a perception check with disadvantage because it's pretty smoky in here. Add your D4 to that.
That is with the D4.
Oh, that is with the D4.
Yeah,
Yikes.
I turned it on in D&D Beyond.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So it's you walk in, and even though you're holding your breath, your eyes, because of the smoke, your eyes are watering, and it's really heavy in here. And yeah, it looks like a kitchen about what you could tell before, but the smoke is too heavy to really tell anything other than that.
All right, I'll leave the room.
Okay. Gonna do
I
anything
mean, how big of a
else?
room is it? How big of a room was it?
With that perception check, it was hard
Like
to tell.
I'm on. Like I'll probably will walk in no more than 10 feet into, basically.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
walk in and it's like heavy and smoke. You walk in
Yeah.
about 5 or 10 feet and you hit what seems to be like a counter.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'll turn around and go back out. And how far away is Sven with his leg in the stairs?
Well, he got out of there, but he's
Oh,
still
he got
kind
out
of
of it.
like he was able to climb
Oh, but he's
out
prone.
of the hole,
Okay, yeah,
but
yeah,
he's
yeah.
prone. He's just kind of like clawed his way
Mhm.
out of that, and he's kind of laying on the stairs, probably about to get up.
All right.
But he's only 5 or 10 feet. Like there's railing there. You're probably almost face to face with him.
All right.
Really, because he's halfway up the stairs prone, and you're tall and standing right next to those stairs.
All right, so I'll start making my way, following him to help him upstairs, essentially. Assuming that Grimdor is going to deal with the other door across the hallway from him, so I'll do that.
All right, so you're able to get back to probably the bottom of the stairs.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And let's see. Yeah, that's it. I got nothing else.
Okay. Sven, it is your turn. So you're about probably 2/3 of the way up the stairs. You can see at the top of the steps that there is still there's some fire up there.
Okay, I will keep yelling and just keep making my way up the stairs, putting out the fire while I go.
Okay, so getting up from prone uses half your movement. You're able to get to the top of the stairs, and you could probably take another step in one direction or the other. There's what you can see up here. It's pretty smoky, so make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Perception. 20?
No, disadvantage, but 13, and you can
Oh,
add
shit,
a d4 to
13.
that. But
Alright.
go ahead and add your d4.
$14.
14. Okay. Well, so you can see that there is a closed door to your right and a closed door to your left. There's a lot of smoke pouring out from underneath the closed door to your right.
I will try and open the door to the right.
Okay.
Can I?
Yep. You can go over and try to open it, and it opens.
Okay.
And as
Hello.
soon as you open it, you are just hit with just so much smoke. I'm going to get you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh, 16.
16. Okay, you start coughing and choking, and your eyes are watering. But you kind of like block most of the smoke. You kind of hold up your arm against your face and block it with some cloth, and there aren't any really ill effects from it. But you there's so much smoke you can't see what's in that room. Anything else?
I will just keep yelling. Is there anybody in here? Please, I can't hear it. Yeah, we can't hear you. We are just trying to help.
And make a perception check. Yeah, even with an 18. Yep, at a D4.
So 20?
You think you hear something coming from the other direction. Hard to make out what, but you think you hear something from the other direction.
Okay. So that's I think that's all I can do. So
Okay. You would have heard Sven yelling, but you wouldn't have heard what he heard. Might have been a person. Really hard to tell, but there was something other than crackling fire coming from the other direction that he heard, but you wouldn't have heard any of that. But it is your turn.
No, I can't answer until my turn.
Oh, you can answer back a quick question. That's fine.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I heard something up here across the door, across the hall.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to squeeze past Nug if Nug will let you squeeze past him, because he's standing at the bottom of the stairs, and both pretty big guys. These are relatively narrow steps. But yeah, you can certainly try to do that. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, because you are a lot heavier than Sven. And so, yeah, you try to scramble up the stairs, and you kind of try to jump over the spot that he fell through. But the wood on the other side is still kind of weak, and your weight, you go crashing through as well. That is a good question. Sure, go for it. Yeah. Still not enough, and so you're kind of trapped halfway into the stairs as well. And yeah, you're standing basically on the floor underneath. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah, your feet might be dangling a little bit, because who knows what's under there. Maybe they've got some stuff stored under the stairs. Hard to tell, but you're kind of like halfway in, halfway out, amongst a bunch of broken boards too. Yeah. No, I think you're envisioning it right. He's gonna basically be able to climb right over top of you and use you to climb over that if he wants to. Yeah.
Just step on his face.
It's like a Pitfall, where you jump on the crocodile's head to get across. It's basically gonna be that. Well, I am very old. Myrtle, you're up.
So, how's being in the cage for you? Great? I don't really know what to say here. I got left alone with the people that don't talk to me.
And she you hear her kind of laugh, just kind of.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. I'm just gonna pull out my little needle, and I'm gonna use the word on it. And
Yep.
I'm just gonna desperately go up to the little parts of the house where I'm not gonna be too close to the flame, yeah, just in case I light on fire. And
Yep.
I'm just gonna desperately be trying to mend little parts of the house while they burn down, because I
Okay.
just don't know what to do with my life.
So from where you are, you could try to mend the broken lock, or perhaps the glass of the two front windows.
I'll do the glass. I feel like
Okay.
windows are important.
On the left-hand side or the right-hand side?
Left.
Okay. So you go up and yeah, you're able to. It wasn't a very big hole, so you are able to mend that hole.
I feel useful now.
Perfect.
Just a bit of quick DIY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Eladier, you are peeking through the window. Unless Myrtle, did you have anything else?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Alright.
Ellen,
I'm
peeking
probably
through the
gonna.
window.
Yeah, I probably like call out into the room. Hello, is anyone in there?
Okay,
And
go ahead
like
and make a.
God, it's me, Mark.
Oh. Was there something else?
I mean, if I don't hear a like a response, I'm gonna break the window and go in.
Oh, make a perception check.
Okay.
You die to a backdraft.
Yeah, 12. No, nothing.
Alright, so like while I'm like hanging there, I like pull out my scimitar, and I'm gonna like try and smash it without getting glass all over myself, and then go in.
Okay. Yeah, let's do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh jeez, that's never good. Oh no!
7. So, yeah. So you take out your scimitar and kind of smash at this glass that's mostly over your head, and a shard of glass kind of comes down and goes right across the side of your face, and you take 4 points of slashing damage.
4 points. Oh my
I
god!
rolled for it.
I forgot how low my hit points are. I should not be up here.
Okay. But you still have your movement if you want to try to climb in.
Sure. Yeah.
Luckily, all of that glass that you could potentially have cut yourself on climbing in all fell down onto your face, so it's no longer there to worry about.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Gotta love it when that happens.
Yeah.
Do I see anything in the room as I come in? Like what kind of room is it?
As you come in, it's slightly smoky. Make a perception check now that you're in here.
Okay.
Yeah, 18. So you kind of climb through the window, past the drapes, and you find yourself in a bedroom, and you see 2 people laying on the ground.
Oh jeez.
They're actually not too far from where you are.
So
Okay.
wait, the one with no muscle mass was the one that found the people? See, I knew this would happen.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of worried about that. Do they? Okay, I'm gonna go over to them and like check them and see if they're like alive or like unconscious or what's going on with them.
At this point, I would say you'd have to wait till your next turn.
Yeah.
You can go over to them, but to
Yeah.
make any kind of like a medicine check, that'll be on your next turn.
Yeah, I'll just work towards that as best I can.
Yep, you can get over to them, but that's about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's
Okay.
my turn.
Nug, you are up. Sven, you'll be next.
How far ahead is Sven right now?
He's at the top of the stairs, so probably 10 or 15 feet away. Probably 15 feet away.
Alright, I will make my way upstairs.
Okay. So you can make your way up. You will have to climb basically on Grimdor's head to make it over the hole in the stairs. Grimdor, do you resist that at all, or do anything?
Oh, did he fall in the hole?
Or lean into it? Yeah, he tried to jump over the hole, but because of his weight, he
okay.
made the hole bigger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could use you as a crocodile?
Yeah, basically that's the plan.
That works out, yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. Okay, let's do it.
All right. So you're able. It's difficult terrain, but you're able to get through there, and you've used most of your movement at this point. You could probably walk to one door or the other, either the one that has been opened and is billowing out smoke, or the one on the other side. And it is still
Alright.
open, billowing out smoke.
Oh, I see. All right. Am I able to double my movement by using my action to move, or?
Yeah, you could do that.
I just want to get as close, essentially, as I can. Whoever
Yeah,
may be upstairs.
You could. It's very smoky up here. There's more and more smoke pouring in from the open door. You could make it easily to that door, or you could make it to the other door as well, off to the left.
Mm.
The one that's closed, you could make it to.
All right, let's see.
Or you could go into the room filled with smoke
Mercer.
or
Left or right?
anything else.
Why isn't it doing anything? Okay, I'll go to the left door.
Go to the left door. Do you open it?
If I can, yeah.
Yep, you can open it. While you're up here with all of this smoke pouring in, I'm going to get you to make a con save as well.
Oh, I'm not allowed to hold my breath.
Oh,
I've been holding my breath since 2 turns. I can hold my breath for like 6 minutes, so.
It's not even just about being able to breathe. It's that it's so like it's heavy. It's in your eyes. It's getting into your nose.
Sure.
It's very thick smoke up here.
Let's see.
But I will take that into
There it
account.
is. Oh, wrong one. I hate how there's a rolling in D&D Beyond now.
Oh,
I hit the
yeah.
wrong thing all the time.
16. Yeah, 16. Because you're holding your breath, you're still okay. Your eyes are watering a little bit, and you can smell the smoke in your clothes, but you're okay. And so you can make it to the door. Do you want to open it or no?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So you open the door, and Eladir, you're in the room, and all of a sudden the door opens, and the room just starts filling with very, very thick smoke. It had just been coming through the cracks in the door before, but now the room is filling with very, very heavy smoke. And I'm going to get
Thank
you
God
to...
that window's open.
Yeah, I think we're still okay for right now, but it is starting to fill faster and faster. And anything else from you, Nug? I think that's all your movement, your
yeah, that's
action, your everything. Okay.
Or wait, I have 1 sec. Let's see.
Unless you've got a bonus action that.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. I forget what I can do. No, I'm good. That's it.
Okay. Sven, you are up. Grimdor, you're next. Is Sven
Sorry,
muted?
there we go. There we go. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so I guess I would have seen the commotion behind me and seen what was going on there.
Yeah, that all kind of happened right around you, right? You're near the top of the stairs, near the door, and Nug ran up and kind of ran past you over towards the other door and opened it up.
Okay.
You can't see into that other room though from there.
And I have no idea
Okay.
that Eladir's in there. I don't think. Do I?
Oh, okay.
Probably not yet because your eyes are so watery coming from that
that's what I thought.
hallway. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not. Well, I guess I would have. I heard something coming from in there. So I'll just run. I'll run into that room. Or sorry, no, I won't run. I'm going to crawl in, staying low, to see if I can get under the smoke.
Okay. Yeah, so that is fine. You can get down there. Go ahead and make another, because you've been right in the thick of this, make another con save. Seven. So let me just...
Oh, do I get a plus? Do I get the...
Oh yeah, go ahead and...
D4, yep.
D4.
On 4.
And
Shit.
8. So there's so much smoke in your eyes that at this point you are blinded.
Okay.
So you can make it over to the door, but your eyes are watering. It's so heavy with smoke. You're just kind of closing them, trying to open them and see anything, but you can't make anything out.
I'm going to... Sidebar.
Yep.
Would Sven have ever seen a giant fire beetle?
A fire beetle.
A giant fire beetle.
Turns out no.
Okay.
I honestly thought it was going to be yes, and you had a pretty good chance of it, but no.
No worries. Mm. I'm just going to move. All right. I guess I'll feel around the floor, hoping to figure something out. That's all I can do. I'll keep yelling. Hello, hello. Is anybody? Is it around?
Okay, so you're in there, and you can kind of like you bump into Nug, and you can keep going past him. You can kind of feel, and you can tell that it's the armor. It's easy enough to figure out that that's him. If you want to push past into the room, you can.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're able to make it a few feet into the room, and you still can't see anything, but you're in the room. You kind of feel some furniture, but that's about it.
Did anybody respond to my yelling?
Only if Eladir did, because Eladir, you
Okay.
have now seen Sven crawl into the room.
Okay, yeah, I imagine once I recognize people coming in, I probably point out, like, the two people and say they're unconscious. Like, there's two people here. I think they might be dead. I don't know.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll follow her voice and or her voice or them's voice.
Their voice.
Their voice. Yep. Hey, I gotta be critically. I can't fucking talk right now.
All right, and you're able to kind of go in that direction, but you're still just kind of not feeling anything.
Okay.
Eladir, you can see that he's making his way in. He's probably 5 or 10 feet away from you and the people.
Okay.
He's just out of range of being able to. If he were to crawl just a little bit more, he'd be able to feel like their legs there or something.
Okay, that's it.
All right, Grimdor, you are stuck in the stairs. All right, you are able to do that. That takes half of your movement probably to get out of there, and half of your movement again to stand up, or you can stay prone and keep crawling up the stairs. To get off of them, you would have to be prone, which you would have just seen Sven crawl across that upper hallway, and it's up to you whether it occurs to you that might be a good idea to keep away from the smoke. Yeah, so you're able to crawl up to the top of the stairs. You could go a little bit in one direction or the other. You do still see smoke pouring out of the open door to your right. And you see the other two off at the doorway to the left. Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, up in this upper heavily smoked hallway, I will get you to make a con save as well. Yeah, you're fine. The smoke doesn't bother you at all, and you're able to make your way like just down in that direction, but you're still another probably 5 or 10 feet away from where Nug is standing at the entryway to the door. Okay, Myrtle.
Okay, so like I have a question.
Yep.
So, fog cloud. I know this is a stretch, but fog cloud. Like, if it's such heavy fog that all vision is obscured, would it then be a possibility that it's damp enough to like not put out flames, but to like cool them down a bit?
What is the saying? You can certainly try.
Great. Okay, hold on a second. I just have to like get back to my. Okay, so
how big is the house?
The house is about 40 feet square.
Okay, so like if I tossed a smoke bomb in the middle of the house to try to like get to like where everybody is to maybe try to cool the area down with some fog. It's a 20-foot sphere. Radius sphere.
Okay, let me see here.
I mean, like, it's not like anybody can see anyways, so...
Yeah, I mean, so you would be able to throw it in one of the two upper windows. You see flames in the one to the right, and you know that Eladir climbed in the one to the left.
Okay, is there a possibility of if I could hear where, like, what side everybody's on if they happen to be upstairs?
I don't... Make a perception check.
Okay. Because I know everybody's yelling. I got a 13, so that's
True.
not great.
13. You can maybe hear a little bit of commotion over where Eladir went in.
Okay.
You can't make out what, but there's commotion.
Okay, I'm gonna just try to be useful and throw my smoke bomb at that window.
Okay. All right, and it casts fog cloud, I believe, right? That's
it
what it
casts
does.
fog cloud. Yeah. So the sphere spreads around corners. Its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration of 10 wind or moderate or greater speed disperses it. It is a 20-foot radius of fog.
Okay. So you guys are in here, Eladir. You found these people unconscious, maybe dead on the floor. Sven just crawled into the room, and Nug is standing at the doorway. And then suddenly, a little sphere of metal and wood, it just kind of comes through that open window and crashes into the middle of the room.
I want to
and
say
then
my bobs look like acorns.
Like acorns, perfect. Because that was what you based it on, right? That first one that you saw, the one that Rissa was making was looked like an acorn.
Oh yeah, no, that was just me like wanting to do something nature based. But yeah, no,
Oh,
that
cool.
makes
Well,
more sense.
that was hers all looked like little acorns that she had been making anyway.
Yeah,
so
it looks like
probably presumably that's where you learned how to do these anyway.
Yeah,
was kind
absolutely.
of mimicking
I'd forgotten about
these
that.
ones.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Perfect. So that goes in there, and then suddenly, where these people and the furniture and the light smoke pouring in from the other room, suddenly it's smoke everywhere. The smoke is not making you cough and your eyes water or anything, but none of you can see shit.
So it's not cooling at all. It's not like fog cloud water.
I mean, there was no fire in this room, so, it probably feels a little less oppressive, the heat, but that's about it.
Okay, I feel okay about that. Not that I
Okay.
can see anything that's going on. I just
Yeah,
picture
no.
this bomb going on and just like that. And then all of a sudden nobody can see.
Yep, that's pretty much it. But they would know otherwise. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Eladir, you're right over at these people. Suddenly, you can't see anything, but you're over at them, and you know where they are. So you could do something here if you wanted. You there, Dan?
Sorry, I was
Yep.
muted. Sorry. I guess I can't even see these people now. Like I know where they are because I'm like.
You can't see them, but you're right at them. So if you wanted to make a medicine check, you could probably do that. You could check their pulse, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that.
Okay.
What did the people look like? Was it like a woman and like a man or something?
It looked like an older couple, yeah, man and woman.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just check their pulses, see if they're alive.
Okay. Make a medicine check for each one.
Okie dokie. Number 1. Number 2.
The first one, it's you kind of feel around and it's hard to tell. You can't get a pulse You can't tell whether there is one or not. The second one, yeah, you can feel that there's a pulse there, but it's weak.
Okay. Does one look bigger than the other?
Yeah, the man is a little bit larger than the woman. None of them, they're not trim, but they're just like average middle-aged people. They're not like big and fat. They're not little skinny sticks. They're just kind of average-sized people.
Okay. And Grimdor, not Grimdor. Sorry, Nug came in the door recently, right? So
yeah, you know that Nug is right there. Yeah. I'll say that the woman was the one that you weren't able to get a reading on, and the man was the one that you got the weak pulse.
Okay. So as I realize this, I'm gonna. I guess I can't have an action because like the medicine was my action.
Yeah, that would have been your action there.
Yeah. So I'll just shout to Nug. Nug, there's two people here. One is a woman. She's still alive. You take her and go out the window. You should be able to get out easier. I'll get the man up.
Okay.
Oh, can I? Okay.
You can do a quick response. Yeah.
I could probably take them both if you like.
Uh,
I can put one on each shoulder. I have like a crazy carrying capacity because I'm an orc.
I mean, if you want to.
You're probably you can if you think you could carry one, you can.
I'm
Yeah.
casting cure wounds on this dude. So, like I'm not carrying.
Because as soon as I get to them, I'm just gonna lay on hands. One of them, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, okay, do that. That'll work. All right.
Oh, okay. That works.
I'm pretty much just gonna nod, but no one can see anything. So yeah, we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just shouting that to the void.
That's it, Eladir?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Nug, you're up, and Sven, you'll be next.
All right. I would like to drop down, like in push-up, stance, and then just crawl forward, kind of thing. So maybe I can see better down there.
All right, so this area is heavily obscured. Suddenly, the smoke seems to have gotten so much worse, but it doesn't feel as oppressive on your eyes and your chest. So you can crawl forward towards Eladir's voice, and you do feel that there are two bodies right there.
All right. So I assume Eladir is like holding one of them right now, and is that?
Eladir's kind of sitting in between the two of them. They're a couple of feet apart, and Eladir would be in between the two.
Okay, then whichever one that I feel is closest to me, then, because I will just grab them, I guess, and I'm just gonna put 5 lay on hands HP into them to try and bring them to consciousness, if possible.
Yep, perfect. So you do that, and when you do the lay on hands, you hear a man's voice just kind of and start to cough.
All right. And I'll just use my free action to just say, we're here to get you out. And I'll just use whatever's left of my turn to put them on my shoulder and just end my turn, essentially.
Yep, you could. Are you going to stand up, or?
Probably not.
Okay, so you're just going to kind of like put them over your shoulder, but
Just
still
kinda
be
grab
kind of
them,
doing like a commando crawl with them kind of draped over top of you.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Until it's my
That
turn,
is
then I'm going to
fine.
run and jump out the window, because that's awesome.
All right. Sven, you are up.
Oh, don't worry, yeah, we'll do that.
So the person outside isn't a child. This is like an adult woman that was
No,
talking about her parents being in there.
You mean it's from her?
Oh, okay.
He did there. We have yeah, we'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sven, so suddenly the smoke somehow got worse, but while just as it was clearing up, being down on the ground in this room, so the effects of the smoke seem to have subsided. Your eyes just started to clear up. when suddenly everything went heavily smoked again. But it doesn't feel as oppressive on your chest. You're not coughing like you were just a few seconds ago.
It's
Basically, you're not blinded anymore, but you're blinded because it's heavily obscured in here now.
got some eucalyptus in there.
All right. I would have heard where Eladir was, right?
Yeah, you would have heard all of this. Nug would have come in right past you. You're only like 5 or 10 feet away. This is all happening right near you.
Okay. Are both bodies up?
You heard a man cough. That's all you heard.
Okay. I'm going to feel my way over and see if I can figure out who's there and what's going on.
Yeah, so you can you can make your way over. Make a perception check for what you can kind of hear and sense and feel and stuff. Yeah, 17. So you're able to kind of crawl over, and putting your hands out, you can feel Nug, and he's got a body there that's kind of coughing, and Eladir, they're saying some stuff, and there's another body right next to Eladir on the ground.
Okay, I will cast Healing Word.
Healing Word.
It's my bonus action at first level.
Okay, perfect. How many hit points does that give?
Healing Word. 7.
7. Okay. And with that, you hear a woman's voice start to cough and choke as well.
Okay. We are here to save you, and I will pick her up and move my way out of the house. Because I still have an action, because that's a bonus action, so I'll double my movement.
Okay. Are you going to stand up?
Oh wait, no. I guess the action would be to pick them up. Yeah, I'll stand up and pick her up.
Okay, so you can do that. So do you have her like on your shoulder or like a fireman carry kind of thing?
Yes, I will fireman carry her.
Okay.
Try not to hurt, like very gingerly. I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah. Yep. So you're able to pick her up. She's not like terribly. What's your strength?
That's a good question. Not good. Yeah, -1. So I'm at 8.
Make an athletics check then.
Yeah. That checks out. I might be having to.
19. Yeah, no problem. So you know
20.
the
with my fucking -1.
your adrenaline in this moment. You found her. You were able to cast Healing Word, and just you've brought her back, and you're feeling strong. You're feeling like, yeah, I'm gonna save this person, and you're able to just like stand up and like a mother lifting a car off of their child. You're able to pick her up and turn towards the door, but not actually get out of the door at this point.
I am so strong.
And I'm guessing that's your turn.
Yeah, that is it.
Okay. Grimdor, you're up. Yeah, you're out in the middle of the hallway, prone. Right. Okay, so first, as you stand up, so that's half of your movement. The smoke is still really thick in this hallway. It's still billowing in from the open door. Doesn't matter. That's how it goes. Yeah. And with all that smoke still pouring in from that open door at the end of the hallway, I'm gonna get you to do a con save.
Should have closed the door.
Yeah, I hinted at that quite a few times.
Yep.
Okay, 16. Yeah, it's your eyes are watering, but you're able to kind of yeah. Oh yeah. No, 16. Yeah, you're able to shrug it off there, and you're not blinded, and you can make it over towards there. Just as you get to the door, though, the smoke suddenly seems to be worse inside this room. It's not as oppressive, but you can't see shit inside the room. It's almost like you hit a fog wall. Do you want to run into the room? Okay. So you're right at the edge of the door, and you call that out. Do either of you respond? Any of you? I guess there's 3 of you in there. Okay. So you do that. All right. Myrtle.
How's it going up there, guys? Did I help? Everybody okay?
And you hear no response.
Gonna try to mend another window or something.
Okay. Probably not with all the commotion that's going on in there. Yeah.
And we're in a room with smoke. I'm not going to be talking in a room full of smoke. It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's fog.
Well, and smoke.
And smoke.
Like a lot of smoke from a burning house.
Yeah, no
Okay,
shit.
so you're gonna go try to mend the other window in the front?
Yeah.
All right, so you walk over and mend up the other window, kind of like sheepishly, like, "Oh, was that a good idea?" I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine. They're just
Yeah.
really taking their time. It's like I did so good. Like, they're just having a cup of tea in there because everybody's so happy that we saved everyone. It's fine.
It's just like that meme. There's a dog sitting at a table
Yeah.
in a house on fire, saying
This
this
is
is fine. Yeah. Okay. Eladir, a couple of your friends have come in and revived the 2 people that you saw, and they've picked them up. But kind of seems they're no longer on the ground beside you, so you're just kind of crouched there.
Oh, okay. Well,
You can't see shit.
I guess, can I make my way back to the window? Like, will I remember where the window was in relation
Oh
to
sure.
myself?
Oh sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be. I would say it's difficult terrain to make it over there, but that's fine. You can make it to the window.
I probably, like, get to the window and then shout to the others, there's a window over here, come out this way, and I'm gonna jump out the window and, like,
Okay.
grab a rope and, like, maybe try and, like, attach the rope to something and then, like, use it to get out.
Rather than kind of
Jump
lassoing
out.
something in midair. That would have been way cooler, but you know.
That would be way cooler, but I think it would be much harder to do.
Yes, it would. Okay, so yeah, you can use your movement to get there and your action to tie up the rope, and then you can. Do you want to slowly climb down, or do you want to kind of go fast?
I'm gonna.
Because you don't have enough movement left to slowly climb down the whole way.
I'll probably just stand at the side of the window then, for the other people to go out.
Okay, perfect. So you tie the rope.
Same way.
You have it hanging down the side of the building, and your head, you're able to get it out as soon as you poke it out of where the window is. It's again like almost like you're coming out of a portal of sorts, where it's nothing but smoke, and then pure air with a little bit of smoke drifting through at the top.
Oh. Would I recognize at this point, like, as
That
being
there was some kind
hostile?
of make an insight check.
Right, I have advantage on inside checks
Okay.
for whatever reason.
16. Yeah, you've got a pretty good idea that this was some kind of a spell or something. And you kind of look around down on the ground, and you see the woman who is standing there looking panicked. Zilch is over at the cart still, and Myrtle is over at the other window, kind of holding her needle up to it, kind of like looking back and forth between you and the window, kind of like,
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
yeah.
Myrtle, did you do the fog?
I mean, I just figure fog is made out of water, so maybe if there was enough fog, you might stop the fire from spreading too much while you guys were inside there.
But we can't see anything.
But you're not burned alive, right?
I mean, I
I'm
guess.
gonna take that as a win.
All right. So Nug, it is now your turn. You are you're commando crawling with a man on your back.
All right. I would like to. Wait. Do I know where the window is?
You would have an idea of where it is. I would say you've got half movement to get through here, working your way, feeling to find where it is.
I did.
So you could
call out like while I was next to the window.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just go towards that voice then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
So
use
you're able to just make it to the window. Yeah.
All right, and then I'll use. Let's see. Damn, I can't really use aggressive. That'd be really handy. God damn it. I have no real spells that I can use for this.
I mean, you can get aggressive with Myrtle if you're mad at her about the smoke bomb.
Yeah, but it says enemy. I don't know. I'd be kind of like pushing it a little.
You could go attack the prisoner.
Oh, that is an enemy. Actually, that's a good.
What's the wording? What is the wording of the spell? Because
well, yeah, the ability says move up to your speed towards an enemy of your choice. So technically, it's an enemy. I could do that, actually.
you did kind of make friends with her too, though.
Yeah, but she is a hostile force. If I let her out of that cage, she would fight me. Let's put it that way.
Maybe.
Well, it's up to you. You're the DM.
Maybe.
So I would like to try to use my bonus action to aggressive so I can get more movement. Can I do that?
Yeah, you know what? That's a super fun idea to do with a cool ability, so absolutely.
Sweet. And then I'll what I want to do is I kind of want to like grab the dude. How far down to the? How tall was the building?
Yeah, it's like 10 or 15 feet down.
All right. Can I want to like, like, kind of just like grab the dude, like,
Yep.
and then fall and land on my back and have him land on top of me, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Bail out the window.
Okay. Let's do this. You're about 10 or 15 feet up, so what I'm going to do is... Okay. So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and he takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sweet.
How many points did you put into him?
5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you jump out the window, kind of bear hugging this guy, and rolling so that you land on your back, and you slam into the ground, and he slams into your chest, and the impact of that and your hard armor, it kind of knocks the wind out of him, and he's already choking and coughing in the first place, and he's down on the ground just trying to catch his breath, but he's alive and he's out of the building. And the woman comes running over. Oh my God, Dad! Oh, and she kneels down at his side and says, "Oh, thank you so much. Was my mother up there?"
Yes. She should be down shortly. You're welcome.
Okay.
And now it's my turn.
All right, Sven. Grimdor, you'll be next.
Did I see that all transpire?
No, you don't see shit.
Damn it!
Alright.
It was so cool.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, Myrtle and Zilch got to see it, but that's it.
I'm going to carry her. Well, I know the layout of the house at this point, so I'll just I'll use all my movement to make my way making my way downstairs, carrying this woman, trying to get out of the house fire. Do.
Okay.
Oh my.
Do
It's okay.
let him
You
squeeze
can
past?
move through friendlies.
Yep. Yeah. Or yeah. That's
Okay. So once you are out into the hall, I will get you to make another con save.
what's my D4? I'm assuming.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
So,
You're okay. You've kind of this time you've spent in here, you've found a good way to kind of block your face with your clothing at this point enough to still kind of see. You're able to get over to the top of the stairs. Unless you want to use your action to try to go further? Yeah, okay. So you get partway down the stairs, and there is the big gap, the hole in the stairs. Do you want to try to jump over that, or something else?
Fuck it, let's jump it.
All right, I will get you to make an acrobatics check at disadvantage because your strength is 9 and you're carrying a woman.
My dex is high though, and acrobatics is dex.
Okay, we'll still do it at disadvantage though.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, sorry. My bad. Ooh.
Yeah, so a 6. You go to jump and you jump over and kind of, yeah, even with a 7, you kind of the momentum carries you and you fall forward, and she falls out of your hands and takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage, I believe.
Oh.
How much did you put into her?
7.
7. Okay. So she hits the ground hard at the bottom of the stairs, and you kind of roll down on top of her. You're both down at the bottom of the stairs now, and she just kind of like coughs up some blood as she's laying there,
Oh no! I hope
barely
I didn't break my hip.
conscious.
Your healing word on her.
Oh, you cut
Okay.
out for most of that.
I got it. Bonus action healing word.
Yeah.
Okay.
5. She got back 5 hit points.
She got back to where she was. Okay. Yeah. So you get a do-over on healing her there.
I feel like you got cocky with that, but you were like, natural 20, I can totally get here. Oh,
Fuck it, I can. Yeah. I guess that's probably everything from you, Sven.
That's my turn. Yep.
Grimdor, you are at the entrance to the door. You, as far as you know, you are the only person left upstairs.
Hold the door.
No.
What would you like to do, Grimdor? Yeah, no problem. Okay. So from where you are, you can get down to down the hall, start down the stairs. There's a gap in the stairs that you know all too well, and you can see Sven and this woman prone at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. First, go ahead and do an acrobatics check to see if you can jump over it. Yeah, no problem. You're able to jump over it, no problem. Now go ahead and make a dex save. Yep. Yeah, 15. Okay, so you go to jump across this gap, and you make it no problem. And you where you land at the stairs, it's still kind of weak, but you kind of catch yourself and grab onto the railing, and your foot kind of goes through part of the wood down there. Your weight and the fact that you're jumping from so high, there's and this is still kind of weak wood around the edges. It kind of breaks the wood, but you're able to stay standing, and you're right at on the stairs. You're on like basically the lowest step right now, with Sven and this woman on the floor in front of you, and that'd be all your movement. You still have an action, so you could pick them up for them if you wanted. You could pick one of them up onto their feet. Oh, well, so she's basically unconscious. So if you pick her up, you could keep holding her. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm guessing that's it. All right. Myrtle.
Okay, so I guess I just saw this guy and just get thrown out the window, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run over and be like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you burnt? Are you hurt?" And I'm just gonna like really aggressively shove a potion of healing down this guy's throat.
Okay. Perfect. Go ahead and roll for that.
Okay, let's see, 2d4 plus 2. Ooh, that's pretty good. So it's 8.
8.
He gets
Okay.
8 points.
Yep. 8 hit points, and the woman says, "Oh, thank you so much, Dad. Are you okay?" And he's like, "Martha, where is she?" Did any of you say anything?
And I think there's more of us. They're still in the building. I'm sure they probably have her. They're probably just on their way out. It's only been a couple seconds. That'll probably be fine. I threw a fog cloud in there so that nobody would get burnt to death, so everybody's probably fine.
There's people helping Dad. They're getting her. Okay. Anything else, Myrtle?
Nope, that's it.
Aladir.
My
You are
aggressive manhandling of healing.
Aladir, you have a rope, and you are at the edge of there. You have probably heard everyone leave behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna put up cure wounds into myself so I don't just fall and die because I'm on full health.
Good plan.
Right, how do I? Oh yeah, there we go. Bloop. That's 7.
Okay.
And I'll climb out the rope and go down to the bottom.
Okay. What is your dex?
My dex is a 16.
Yeah, you're fine. You can just climb down.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I yank my rope when I get to the bottom so I can get it back.
Okay.
That's how ropes work.
Well,
The Lord of the Rings. Is magic rope?
it's tied at the other end, so you yank your rope and make a strength check.
Oh dear.
The rope yanks back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 16. So you yank on the rope, and it actually has a lot of give, and you realize that the piece of furniture you tied it to probably wouldn't have held anyone any heavier than you. It doesn't come loose, but it probably could come loose.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep yanking on it until I get it back.
Okay.
I'm just annoyed.
I'm just gonna keep yanking on it.
On it until I get it back.
3 hours later.
All right. Anything else, Aladir?
No, that's all. I'm guessing they like see like the two people that were in the building, like alive on the ground or whatever.
Well, you see, yeah, you're right next to Nug and the woman, like the woman who was out in the street, and her father that was one of the ones you guys rescued. They're all kind of in the grass in the yard right in front, and you're right there too.
Okay. Cool.
And Myrtle's there as well. She just poured a healing potion. You would have seen that all happen too, because you were kind of head out the window seeing all this. You don't know where the rest of them are though.
With the rest of
you don't know where, Grimdor and Sven and the woman are.
Oh shit! Wait, are they still inside? I thought they left. Oh shit!
No, they went down the stairs.
You know that they left the bedroom, but you don't see them out in the yard.
They went down the. Okay, well, I'm not going back in. Sven's with them. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Okay. So Nug, it's your turn.
All right, I am just going to hold my action to use the rest of my lay on hands on her mother when they get into range. So.
Okay. Are you going to stand up or?
Yeah, I'm probably knelt over the old man, just like making sure he's okay and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so you used your,
I don't really need to stand. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And Sven, you are prone on the ground. A dragonborn just picked up the woman that you dropped, and he's on the bottom step behind you.
Okay, well, I guess we're just getting out of here, so we'll keep moving.
Yep, and it's only like 5 or 10 feet to the front door from there.
Yeah.
So you're able to get out into the yard, and you see Nug and the man and all that other stuff that I just described. Just over in the yard.
I was going to be a hero, but I let the Dragonborn do it because I'm nice.
He needs a win.
He needs a win. I was just going to say it.
He really needs a win, so yes, just be nice to him. But I carried her down the stairs.
That's one way to describe it, in a certain manner of speaking. from a certain point of view.
Down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right,
It was
Grimdor.
very dark in there. No one knows.
Grimdor, you getting out of this place? Okay, so you go out as well, and I would say at this point we are out of turn order. You are all out in the front yard. Do you guys want to take a quick bathroom break right now?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Just like 5 minutes?
Yep.
Cool.
Hey guys, I gotta go to one of the properties, so I'll try and be listening as best I can.
All right. Drive safe, man.
Yeah. Don't go touching people too much.
Oh. Well, how was that for a 90% ad-libbed encounter?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. You know, just, casual running into a burning building and just get stuff out, right?
Without Kris here, I had to shuffle some stuff around, and I needed something to kind of push his stuff to later.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought it was really good.
It was fun. It went a lot longer than I expected, so
Yeah.
might have pushed it too far, but we'll make do.
I have everything on the Bluetooth in my car for right now, but I might lose you since I'm going down some shitty back roads. So I'll try and listen as best I can here.
Okay, I don't think there's going to be too much more anyway. We'll probably cut it pretty soon here.
Okay, perfect.
And I guess, Greg, are you back?
Nope.
Everybody else is, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. At least I
Okay.
can't speak for everybody else.
As soon as Greg gets back, then we'll start again. I don't know if you guys heard Greg and I talking before, but we're going to start to record these if you want to listen to them.
Yeah, that sounds great.
He forgot to start it right at the start, but I was kind of wanting to do it for a while just to kind of listen back and give myself tips on what I can do better, do differently, just remind myself of what happened, that kind of stuff. But then also nights like tonight where somebody can't make it, then they can listen back.
Catch up on it.
If they want to, they can listen back and see what happened.
It'd be fun to stream it if we ever got to that point where everybody was comfortable with that.
I'd be fine with that. I think we need maybe some better mics and internet
Yeah.
connections, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if my internet could handle video and chat at the same time.
we wouldn't even have to do video, but even just like the video could just be like whatever is in the Roll20 screen.
That's true.
Only one person has to stream it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Which
true.
we would put that on Greg because I was telling Dan about his upload and download speed. He's got Bell 5, and he gets close to a gigabit down, and the same up. Yeah. So he could stream that no problem.
Yeah, he's definitely the one.
He is the chosen one.
He likes messing with all that stuff too. And honestly, with him running the music, it would probably work better as far as sound quality goes for it to be based out of his in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell is he?
I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
We literally just said, where the hell is he? Oh yeah, no, that's all good. I understand. All
Kids,
right.
am I right?
Right? So, you guys all kind of emerge into the front yard. Nug, I think you were going to do some healing on the woman when she came
Yeah,
out.
just use the rest. Yeah, put 5 points of lay on hands. Yeah.
Okay, and so as soon as Grimdor, you come out with her, her daughter runs over and, Mom, thank you so much. Who are you? I can't thank you enough for saving them.
I mean, we were just rolling through.
Oh my god. There were fire. There was these people attacking the city. I think it's the Kryn that. I don't know how they got this far into Rexentrum. I thought we were safe here. They were throwing rocks and torches through all the windows as they went through.
Are you not from here? What do you mean you thought you were safe here?
In Rexentrum, I never thought I knew the war was going on, but I didn't think it would reach this deep into the Empire. I didn't think they could get past Nogvarot and get into the city so far away. They just.
I mean, the guys.
I don't know how they got here.
They had a giant worm, and it looked like they were tunneling underground to get places. So it kind of seems really easy for them to get around.
Oh my god! I thought we were safe. I'll take my parents to my house. It's just a block away. And the parents are kind of like standing at this point. They're kind of shaky, but they can stand. I'm just a block down that way, and she points actually down to the direction that you were heading.
Well, did you want us to take you back to your place with your parents so you guys at least get there safe?
It's it's not far. If you could just help us so they don't have to walk, they'll be fine in my house.
I'm sure that's fine.
I hope.
We're going that way anyways.
And he's yeah. Go ahead.
Talk. I can't backroads, so I don't know if you're. I heard my name, but I can't. I just. I can do my best.
Yeah, so we'll say that with just another minute or so. It's on fire, but it's not like fully backdraft. It's not like ablaze. It was on fire, and it seems as you kind of slowly put out some of the fire and work your way through. It looks like there was an old mattress in that other room that had caught fire, and that's where all of that smoke was coming from. It was like a straw mattress, so it wasn't a huge fire so much, but that one thing was just generating a lot of smoke. So the building is intact. It's damaged heavily, but that can be dealt with later.
So my fog cloud worked. Also, I fixed your windows.
Thank you all. And Zilch at this point is he's kind of sitting up on the cart, and he's smoking, and he flicks a cigarette into the yard and says, "All right, you guys done being superheroes, so we can get this prisoner to where she needs to be."
Oh, it's actually uncanny.
It really is.
So, don't you think it's just a little bit insensitive when these people's house was just burning to the ground for you to put a lit cigarette in their yard?
And he kind of pulls out another one and lights it. Kind of says, "Yeah, well, let's get going."
I mean, I could be wrong. It's totally I don't really read social cues very well, so that may not be a thing that's a thing. But I just thought it was a little bit rude.
And he just sits back down and keeps smoking. Oh yeah. Rewind. That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess let's get your parents onto the cart, and we could just we're going in that direction anyway. So I don't see why we can't just escort you that way.
Yeah, so you get them onto the cart, and it really isn't very far down. It's probably 10 or 20 houses down the road, and she points out which house is hers, and a couple of the bigger guys, Nug and Grimdor, probably carry or help them in into a bed in there, and unless you want to do anything else, you can leave them be with her daughter taking care of them.
How are they looking? Are they like pretty well healed and just need time to kind of like figure it out, or?
Yeah, I mean these are just kind of normal people, so they don't have a lot of hit points, as it were, in the first place. So the little bit of healing you were able to do, I mean they're not well, but they will be fine. They're not in immediate danger. Yeah.
Well, stay safe. We probably just have to get on our way, but I'm glad we could help.
Thank you so much. I wish I had something I could give you. If there's anything I can ever do.
It's fine. You were in trouble. We helped out. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Just pay it forward. If there's ever another burning building, just run into it and save the people in there.
I'll.
I actually would not recommend that for her. Do not listen to her. Do not run into the burning building, please.
I probably wasn't going to, but I get the idea. I understand the sentiment.
Maybe just like grab somebody's coffee in line behind you at the fantasy Tim Hortons. I don't know.
No.
Did you just?
No.
Come on, he needs a win.
Nope.
All right.
Awkward.
Swing and a miss.
I actually like that one. I love possums.
Why are they rabid though?
I don't know why they need to be rabid.
Are we?
And we're gonna die at any moment because we're.
I don't know. I think Bakrup is not a good anonym or whatever they call it. We need something catchier. We need something catchier than Bakrup.
Then what?
BOCRP Bakrup. It's not very good for an anonym.
That's fair.
Not
That's totally fair.
Your feedback will be taken into account.
Your feedback is valuable to us. All right, do you guys get back on the cart and keep heading towards the King's Bastion?
Yes.
Which at this.
Where? Well, yeah, I think we were all kind of blind because, well, yeah. Oh, you saw that? Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Really? Nug looks at you very confused. That's good.
Awesome. And so you probably continue down the road. And so, yeah, you're getting into a spot where you do see, you start to see some more soldiers. They're all kind of, there's some city watch, but you do also start to see some Righteous Brand soldiers. They all seem very busy, rushing like into this building, out of that building, not really paying much attention to you. Some of them might give a glance over and see you, but nobody seems concerned with your presence there. and you make your way up to one of the larger buildings. Zilch points out which one you guys would need to go to meet with the marshal.
Every person we pass, I'm just gonna be like, "Hello, hi, how's it going? Hello."
And most of them don't say anything at all. One of them kind of like gives you the odd kind of, "Oh, were you talking to me?" wave, but then keeps going.
Like looks
Talking
behind
to
him and
me?
it's like there's no
Yeah,
one
like
behind
yeah,
him.
is it me? Hi, and then just keeps going on about his business. And so you roll up to one of the buildings there. It looks like some kind of a military structure of some sort, and Zilch says, "Yeah, this is where the marshal's supposed to be."
God, it's like he's here.
But you don't really see any soldiers around aside from ones just off, kind of running about their business. They all seem very, very rushed. Marshal Ishmara. So you kind of say that to somebody who's kind of far away, and he kind of looks over and kind of does that little half trot to get a little closer to you. And what did you say?
Marshal Ishmara.
The marshal. She's probably busy. Go in that building there. Someone will help you. He points off to one of the buildings nearby. And he rushes off to finish doing whatever he was doing.
I'm out of character question. Are we gonna wait for Zilch on this, or
for right now we're still okay. For right now we're still okay.
All right, cool. But yeah, let's go take a look.
Okay, so you guys go in, and there's kind of a desk with some bars, so you couldn't get through to the other side. There's nobody through there. I don't know if all of you want to go in, or if some of you want to stay out with the prisoner.
We'll just probably leave Zilch with the prisoner.
Okay.
Herma. And then we can go in.
Yeah, so some of you walk into the building. Zilch is smoking some more on the top of the cart, and you go in, and eventually you see off on the other side somebody kind of run in from another door to grab something out of a desk, and he turns around and he starts to run back towards the door that he came out of. If you want to get his attention. Yes, I'm busy. What is it?
We're looking for the marshal.
The marshal. What's your business?
We've got a prison transfer currently, and we just got into town, and apparently shit is hitting the fan here, and we need to get her under lock and key before we start helping, essentially.
A prison transfer from where?
Where are we from, guys? Can't remember the name of the town.
Hupperduke.
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 Yeah, there you go. Hupperduke.
Hupperduke.
Humperduke.
This is the crit. This is the we've been waiting for this. This is the crin you're bringing.
Yes.
All right, I'll right this way. Come on around this way. Do you have? They sent you with a prison cart, presumably, right?
She's locked down in the
She's outside.
in the prison cart right now.
You're out front.
Are we up front? Yes, we are.
I'll come around. I'll meet you out there. And so he goes back out. he goes back out through the door that he came from, and if you guys go out front, then he does come around the side, and he waves you through. And there's a set of gates off to the side of the building that he gets opened up, and he calls a couple of other people over, and you can see him kind of talking to them, and they all kind of like rush into action, getting everything set up, and they kind of usher you into an enclosed kind of garage of sorts, a closed place to bring the cart into.
Nice.
They say, yes, the marshal left orders. We'll take care of the prisoner from here. You're to be escorted for a debriefing. You and your group.
All right.
Johnson here will take you, and the rest of us will take care of your prisoner. We've got it from here. This is our job.
Well, that's easy.
And so Johnson looks like he's an elven man, and wearing they're all wearing Righteous Brand armor, very similar to what Nug is wearing. A lot of the same kind of colors and designs in the armor, and they take you off into one of the larger buildings in the area. It looks like more of like a, not an office, but more like maybe a city hall, courthouse type of more official building. It's larger, it's nicer, it has some columns, and they take you into there and escort you into a kind of like a room where it's there's a long hallway, and then there's kind of a waiting room of sorts. There's a door at the far end, and there's some high windows on either side where you can see outside, but it's the windows themselves are probably 15-20 feet up in the air, so you can see the sky, but it's mostly just a pretty plain long hallway of a room. There's a couple of benches and some kind of generic art on the walls. Just wait here. The marshal, I'm sure you've seen, the marshal is quite busy. She'll be with you. I don't know when. You'll just have to wait here. And then he leaves out of the one door, and you kind of hear it lock behind you.
So, Grant, just for the record, I'm not a little one. I'm like the tallest Smurf of what I know. I mean, to be fair, I don't actually know any more deep domes, but I'm still the tallest one. Thank you.
And so you guys... Go ahead.
Nug takes a nap.
I don't know, like, what are we doing? Are we just sitting in here? Like, we did the thing.
Yep.
Did we go back to...
We need to be debriefed first, and then we'll be able to go on our way.
Zilch says they're gonna want to know what we did and what we saw, and whether the prisoner said anything.
We went on a really cool road trip. There were trees, and there was some people with carts. I feel like that's really aggressive.
Goblin cleavers?
Have you cleaved any goblins?
Grimdor seems really intent on a name. Do you think that's a Dragonborn thing?
I don't know. Maybe he just, like, It kind of just seems like he's picked us as a group. So, like, he wants to cement that we're a group by making a name for us, which I think is really sweet.
Maybe he doesn't have any friends.
He's standing right next to you.
I just want to walk away. Like, act like nothing happened.
We have like the three most socially awkward characters.
Oh my
It's
god!
great.
I feel like our group
All
should be
three of
named
you.
after something socially awkward. The social pariahs.
The weirdos.
And you guys keep waiting through all of this.
What's a hippogriff? I
We're
mean,
not-
it does kind of sound cool.
We're not all men, though. Why would
It
we be a
also-
brotherhood?
It sounds like something fat and cute. I'm down with fat and cute.
And at this point, it's been close to an hour. You're still in the room. No one's come.
This is like the 70th one he's come with too in that past hour.
Yeah.
He's just naming them off like he's got a scroll. He's got a scroll and he's writing them all down.
And then finally, after about an hour and a half,
That's perfect timing.
no, a couple of these have been pretty good. Finally, someone comes back in from the same door that they left. It's another Righteous Brand soldier, and he says, "All right, the marshal and some others are ready. Come this way." And he walks you down to the other end of the room where you haven't been yet, and opens the door with a key and leads you in. And it's sort of not a meeting or conference room. It's and also not a throne room. It's kind of somewhere in between. There's a long table with 3 seats on the other side of it. And it's just kind of a big open room, and there's a door on the far end as well, off to the right hand side. And there's some ornamental stuff on the walls, some tapestries, that kind of thing. Nothing too interesting, just kind of generic. Presumably, Nug, you would recognize some of them being things like the seal of the Righteous Brand and of the King and various things like that. The type of things that you would see in a municipal sort of building. Yeah. And the soldier says, "Wait here, and it'll be in shortly." And he goes back out of the room that he just let you in from, and closes the door behind him. And anything you guys want to do while you're standing in here?
What are we waiting for exactly?
We're waiting for a debriefing. They basically ask us what happened during the whole transporting phase and everything, and get all the information they can from us, and it's normal. Don't worry about it. It's not weird.
All right, and so the door on the other side opens, and you see 3 figures come in. First, there is an older male gnome wearing some finer clothes. He comes in first. He's in a bit of a rush. Behind that, you see a tall half-elf woman. She's pretty big of stature. She's wearing righteous brand armor. You assume this to be Marshal Ishmara. She has a red cape over one of her shoulders, the type of ornamental dressing that someone of her rank would wear. And you're pretty confident that that's who that would be. And then behind her, there's an elderly female gnome wearing some green and blue robes. She comes in, and they each come in, and they each take a seat. Marshall in the middle, and one of the gnomes on either side.
All right.
The male gnome, as he's coming in and as they're taking their seats, he says, "Hello, thank you for waiting. I am Oliver Schreiber, the retainer to the king. This is Marshal Ishmara and of the Righteous Brand, and Master Dulan Tversky. She's the Archmage of Diceology over at the Cerberus Assembly. Sorry for the delay, as I'm sure you saw on your way in. There's been a lot happening. There's a lot going on up in the air. We thank you for your patience. First off, I have your payment for the job for transporting the prisoner. The king is especially happy to have this prisoner of Kryn origin with what's going on, and he sends his personal thank you with a bonus. Here is the payment, and he kind of slides a bag of coin across the table. Mostly, he's looking at some notes and sheets that he has, and he kind of looks up and slides that across the table in front of him. Very well. Marshal Ishmara, I believe you have some questions for this group. If you want to go ahead there. Yes, thank you. So, is he there?
Oh, is he? I thought I heard him leave.
Oh, yeah, he is gone.
Yeah, he probably just lost connection.
Yeah. If you want, we can kind of pick it up from here next week. So we've got Zilch and Sven here for this as well. Okay, that works for me. I don't know. You picking it up and counting it in front of them?
No, I'm leaving it on the table. Someone else can. I'm not doing it. I'm leaving it there. Oh yeah, so check your DM too, Kris. I have a. It doesn't matter at this point because we'll have lots of time to talk about like the whole.
Oh yeah. I wanted to talk to you about. It.
Yeah.
I'll give you a chance to deal with that. I don't.
That's what I was figuring.
That,
yeah. No worries.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. That was not what I had planned for tonight, but it was still fun. I'm actually kind of thankful to have an extra week to prepare for this.
Nice, good.
Even though I had a couple extra weeks and I kept putting it off. I've gone through it in my head a bunch of times, but yeah.
That is the way of things.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Do your
Later,
thing.
dude.